Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Christiana Mausi. I'm a public health practitioner. In this video, I would like to talk about 6 healthy lifestyle, approaches that you can use to prevent high blood pressure or reduce your blood pressure in case you've already been diagnosed with hypertension. Please, it is important to note that this healthy lifestyle modifications must not replace your prescribed antihypertensive medications that your doctor has given to you. It is just to improve how your heart works towards reducing the blood pressure. Do not neglect your BP medications because of these lifestyle modifications I'm about to explain. Please adhere to your treatment and keep your doctor appointments. Okay, so if high blood pressure is left untreated, it could lead to a serious and life-threatening cardiac events such as stroke. You can get a heart attack, you can get organ failure, kidney failure, you can even die. So it is very serious. And the good news is that with some lifestyle modifications, such as dietary changes, such as exercise and stress management, your BP, can be kept under control. So the first one is limiting salt intake. In fact, this is the most important dietary change that reduces or prevents, you developing high blood pressure. So you should avoid adding salt to your meal whilst at the table, whilst eating. Some people still use table salt. No, that is a no-no. Just eat the food as it was prepared. And then you should also read labels on food, prepackaged or packaged foods. In fact, as much as possible, I encourage you to avoid the processed foods. However, if you have to use it, check the label and see the sodium percentage in the food, content in the food. And then you should also opt for fresh cut meat or fish instead of the cured meat or cured fish. For example, we have the tolo beef. In Ghana, we have tolo beef, we have momoni, we have kako and kobe. This contain a lot of salt. If you want to keep your blood pressure under control, you want to stay away from them or use them occasionally. In fact, do you know that the recommended daily salt intake is just a teaspoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon of salt per day? So if you do not check consciously the quantity of salt in the foods you are taking, you exceed the daily dose or daily recommended amount of salt intake for you to use. So read your labels, and please, if possible, opt for home cooked food. If you can cook and take food to work, it's better than buying food from outside, because you don't have control over the salt. So that is very important. The second point is that you should eat foods that are high in potassium. If you watch the previous video, I mentioned that as your potassium level increase, your sodium level reduces. So if you eat foods that are high in potassium, you are telling your kidneys to get rid of more salt from your system. So it allows your blood pressure to be normal. So your blood vessels will not be hardened again and cause resistance to blood flow. So the example of foods that are high in potassium, we have bananas, we have oranges. In fact, we have fruits and vegetables, especially the green leafy vegetables. We have broccoli, we have spinach, we have name them, all the vegetables. Then we have beans, we have salmon, tuna, we have which other one? We have dairy products as well, but you should always opt for when it comes to milk, you want to opt for a low fat or skimmed milk, and so many other foods that contain potassium. So eat foods that are rich in potassium so that you get rid of any excess sodium from your body. Then the third one is you should exercise to keep a healthy body weight. So you can do brisk walk, you can do jogging, You can ride bicycle or cycling at least for 30 minutes a day and minimum 3 times a week. Then the fourth one is that you should avoid high fatty foods. Examples, the fast foods, fried chicken. In fact, when you hit 40 years, please stay away from fried foods as much as possible, because your metabolism has reduced. Fat metabolism itself has also reduced. Fat storage increased. So you'll be saving all those fats, and they will cause, they will clog your arteries and then cause heart disease. So you should stay away from them or control their intake. You can bake the chicken instead, or roast them instead of deep frying. Then another example is the margarine. Some people, they want to see the margarine thickly layered on the bread slice before they eat, or butter. Reduce the intake. And then this common food that we have in Ghana is the braised rice, or anwamu, or amimolu, or oil rice. I don't know the other names. Yeah, so anwamu, amimolu, or oil rice. Please, some people, when they cook it, you can scoop the oil under the rice and use it to make stew. The oil is so much. Please, it's not healthy. You can enjoy your braised rice with reduced quantity of oil, and it should be, it shouldn't be a continuous meal. It should be once a while. You eat this once a while. So focus more on the vegetables, fruits, and other foods that do not involve using a lot of oil to cook. And then you should also, make sure you are controlling, the type of oil you use to cook. You want to opt for olive oil, canola oil, all that are low in cholesterol. It's very important. Then another one is, I mentioned the fast food, pizza, and those things not sign of good living. No. Please stay away from them. Maybe occasionally, that's fine. But regular eating pizza, hamburgers, and they are not healthy. They are junk. You are just you are working towards diabetes, hypertension, and other heart diseases. So please stay away from them. Then the fifth one is stress management. Some people, they just need to learn how to relax. They've carried the whole world problem on their head. Hey, you alone, you've gone to wedding this weekend. From the wedding, you change and go for funeral. You'll just be roaming around. Please, take a break. After working hard in the week, you need to take a break and relax. Listen to music, exercise, focus on something calming and relaxing, rather than, getting yourself too busy. And then you should learn how to delegate at work and supervise, so that your workload is reduced. You don't have to take so much work to the house. It's very important. So relax yourself. Then the last one, the sixth point, is avoid smoking. Even if you do not smoke yourself, avoid staying around places where they smoke, because you can inhale the smoke. The effect is the same. It's even more serious, because the smoke you are inhaling is more than the one that is going inside the one who is smoking. So stay away from those who smoke. Avoid smoking yourself. Cut back on alcohol. We have talked about the impact of alcohol several times, especially on your arteries, harden your blood vessels, and cause resistance, cause you to gain weight, more bad fat. So please cut back on alcohol. At least if you can have a drink, or 2 or 3 drinks a week, is fine, or even less. It's very important. Then you should also cut down on caffeine. So avoid energy drinks. They are loaded with caffeine. Apart from that, there are other caffeinated drinks, to stay away from them. And you should also, if you enjoy your coffee, 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, it's okay. But don't go for these energy drinks, which are high in caffeine. And in the end, they will increase your blood pressure. So please, let's take good care of ourselves. So I've mentioned limit salt intake, high potassium, take more high potassium foods. You should also exercise to maintain healthy weight. Then you should avoid alcohol, smoking. You should manage your stress well. And then the 6th point is what? You have you avoid high fatty food. Thank you and watch out for more videos.